In the vast landscape of industry, every pipe, every pump, and every machine tells a story, some of triumph, some of innovation, and some of tragedy. This is the story of the 1998 Esso Longford gas explosion, a tragedy that reverberated across a nation and became a stark lesson in the fragility of systems and the power of foresight. Longford was a vital cog in Australia's energy supply, processing natural gas for millions. But on a fateful day in September, a series of events unfolded that would expose a flaw rooted not just in steel and machinery, but in the understanding of hazards. It started with a pump, a simple, unassuming machine that stopped working. This pump was responsible for supplying hot oil to a heat exchanger, maintaining its temperature at a stable 100 degrees Celsius. But with the pump silent, the temperature began to drop, steadily, dangerously. Soon the mercury plunged to a bone-chilling minus 48 degrees Celsius, a realm where steel begins to betray its strength. In the shadows of this drop lay a silent menace, cold embrittlement. Steel, when exposed to such extreme cold, loses its resilience. It becomes brittle, vulnerable to forces it would otherwise withstand. The heat exchanger, now a frozen sentinel, was a ticking clock. When the pump roared back to life, hot oil surged through the brittle steel. The temperature jumped by 150 degrees in an instant, and the heat exchanger cracked under the strain. What followed was chaos. A vapor cloud of over 10 tons of flammable gas escaped into the air. The gas ignited, unleashing a devastating explosion. Flames consumed the plant, burning fiercely for 2 days. 2 lives were lost. 8 others were scarred, physically and emotionally. And a nation felt the shockwave. Millions were left without gas for weeks, and the economic toll soared past $1 billion. At the heart of this disaster was a lesson in recognizing the unseen, the underestimated. Cold embrittlement wasn't new. The science was understood. But in this case, it wasn't given the attention it deserved. And that's where hazard identification and risk assessment, or HIRA, comes in. Here is a process, a compass for navigating the complexities of industrial safety. It begins with identifying hazards. What materials might fail? What scenarios could unfold? At Longford, the susceptibility of steel to cold embrittlement should have been a red flag, a warning etched into every procedure and plan. Next comes risk assessment. How likely is a hazard to occur? What would the consequences be? For Longford, this meant asking, what if the pump stops? What if the temperature drops? Could the equipment survive such an event? And finally, control. How do you mitigate the risks you've uncovered? At Longford, the use of materials resistant to cold embrittlement, coupled with safeguards against sudden temperature changes, could have prevented this disaster. Regular monitoring, robust maintenance, and stringent procedures. These are the shields that protect lives and livelihoods. The tragedy at Longford became a case study, a harsh reminder of what happens when hazards go unnoticed or unaddressed. Today, its lessons echo in every industrial facility, shaping policies, designs, and mindsets. The story of Longford isn't just about loss. It's about learning. It's about understanding that safety isn't a destination, but a journey, a commitment to vigilance, knowledge, and action. And in that commitment lies the power to transform tragedy into wisdom. Safety is everyone's responsibility. Share this story, reflect on its lessons, and let it inspire change in your workplace and beyond. Together, we can build a future where every hazard is identified, every risk is assessed, and every life is valued. If you found value in this case study and the lessons it carries, we invite you to support us on this journey of exploration and reflection. By subscribing to our channel and sharing this video, you help us create more content that inspires, informs, and sparks meaningful conversations. Let's learn, grow, and build a safer, more thoughtful world together. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next story.